Well, hello everybody. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to format a phone number field, or what some people would call masking. In this particular case, as I enter in the field right now and type in a phone number, it doesn't format it. It's just a long string of numbers, and I can keep going on and on and on to my heart's content. And that just, that doesn't help us out at all, because we want consistency in our reports throughout our solution. We might have several users of our solution, and each of those users might input a phone number a different way. And so we just want to have consistency throughout our solution. And we can use this technique on any field that we want to format. I use it for the phone number field as well as the postal code field, but there are many more that you can do. So the way we do this is by setting script triggers, which is something that is new to the recent versions of FileMaker. We couldn't do this in the past. But before I show you the script triggers, I'm going to show you the actual script itself, so we can get an idea of exactly kind of what's happening here. So I have two scripts here, one for my phone number and one for my postal code. So I'm just going to go into the phone number one. So what the script is doing here is every time a key is pressed when we are in the phone number field, the script is going to run. And so we're setting some variables. We're getting the count of the field. So how many characters long is the field, and we're getting that by using a script parameter, and I will show you that when we set that up. And then we're getting the active field, and so basically that is just telling the script what is the current field that we're using. So we can use this particular script in any phone number field throughout our solution. We could be using it for home phone, cell phone, work phone, fax, because sometimes we can have a lot of different phone number fields on a solution, and we don't want to have to go in and modify it and have a separate script for each one of those particular instances. That just wouldn't be practical to do. So and then the next variable is field contents, and that is just telling us exactly what the current contents of that field are. So if I've entered 250, then that will be the variable of field contents, and that will update every time a key is pressed. And then down here we actually have some of the conditions that we want to set for this particular field. So in this particular case, I have set that if the key stroke is pressed is character number 8, which is a backspace, and you can go to FileMaker's website and get their list of key codes right off there. So key code 8 is backspace. We're going to just exit the script, and they're going to be allowed to enter the backspace, no problem. If the field is larger than 12 characters, in this case the phone number with the area code, prefix, suffix, and the 2 hyphens, they are going to add up to 12 characters. So if we go over those 12 characters, then we're simply going to tell FileMaker to go to the next field, and then exit the script, and then don't continue. We're done. If the user types in the hyphen, some of your users might like to format their phone numbers nice themselves, and they might enter the hyphen in. In this particular case, if they do, then that's fine, and it will continue on the script. And then down here, if the user doesn't type in the hyphen, then if the actual field count is 3, then add that hyphen in, or if the field count is 7, add that hyphen in. So that is the script. It can be modified for any different type of field. You can add in more variables in there if you want. The options are endless. But in this case, it's relatively simple. One thing to note, that you are going to want to put some of these in particular order. So you'd want to put the backspace, make sure that that's at the very top, so that if the user enters the backspace, it's going to exit the script before anything else goes through in the script. So that is one of the most important things I can tell you about the script. So we are going to close out of this, and now we are actually going to set this up. So we're going to go into our layout mode. We are going to right click on this particular field, and we're going to go set script trigger. and we want this script to execute on a keystroke. And so we're going to tell it to run the phone number script, and now we're going to send through that parameter that I mentioned before. So what we do here is we're just going to select edit, and we are going to select the current field that we are using, which is phone number, and then we are going to use the length function on here and hit OK. So essentially what we are doing is we are telling FileMaker that every time a user is in the field phone number and enters a keystroke, that it's going to execute this script. And the parameter we're passing through here each time is what is the current length of this field. And that is pretty important, because without that information, then the script wouldn't know when to add in those conditional formattings that I specified in the script. So we just hit OK, OK, and then let's see what happens now. So now if I go into my field and I type in my phone number, boom, it's added those in for me automatically. If I happen to type on, it'll just take me to the next field. So that is how you do that. I'll show you a quick rundown on the postal code one as well. So all we do, again, we are going to go to set scripter on object keystroke. This time we are selecting the postal code field, postal code script, and then we're going to edit this, select the postal code field here, and then just add our length to that at the end. And when we type in our postal code, it automatically puts that dash in for us. So there you go. I look forward to any of your comments or feedbacks, or if you have another way of doing this, a more efficient way, then please feel free to comment below. I'll also have the script in the description below as well for you. Thanks for watching.